Motion to terminate Keith Freeman.
A legal appointment. That's what the trustees I talked to are calling this.
Tiffany Henyard's fall from grace has been nothing short of a spectacle. Once a powerhouse in Dolton and Thornton Township, she now finds herself engulfed in scandal after scandal, each digging a deeper hole that seems impossible for her to climb out of. Her downfall didn't happen overnight. It's the result of years of mismanagement, unchecked power, and a string of bad decisions that have finally come crashing down on her. The latest chapter in her tumultuous saga came with a stunning defeat in court, highlighting just how far she has fallen. The latest blow to Henyard's already shaky political career revolves around a $3 million lawsuit involving Gerald Jones, a former employee of Thornton Township. Jones has accused Henyard and her associates of misconduct, citing workplace intimidation, harassment, and retaliation. But this isn't just any lawsuit. Jones is the son of Township trustee Jerry Jones, adding a deep political layer to an already volatile situation. This is not simply a legal battle, it's a power struggle that exposes the depths of dysfunction within Henyard's administration. So, what exactly is this lawsuit about? Gerald Jones worked for Thornton Township for nearly a decade, but his troubles began when he reported a mice infestation at the food assistance program to OSHA. Following this, he claims he was harassed by Keith Price, the food assistance program manager who was handpicked by Henyard. Price's retaliation escalated to threats of physical violence, telling Jones they should take it outside. Such behavior is far removed from the professionalism expected of public servants. Instead of addressing Jones's concerns, the administration under Henyard seems to have fostered a hostile environment. But Jones's experience is just the tip of the iceberg. The lawsuit sheds light on a toxic workplace culture under Henyard's leadership, alleging that anyone who dared to challenge the status quo or report unethical behavior faced swift and brutal retaliation. This was not limited to harsh words or dirty looks. Employees were denied overtime, screamed at in public, and even threatened with violence. In one unsettling incident, a chalkboard message ominously read, "When I leave here, everyone will be gone." These are not the actions of a healthy, functioning workplace, but rather of one spiraling out of control. The lawsuit's emergence is a huge blow to Henyard, exposing the internal chaos of her administration. It's not just about legal ramifications, but also about the public perception of her leadership. Court documents and media reports paint a picture of dysfunction that has followed her wherever she goes. Henyard, once seen as a strong leader, now appears to be at the center of a political hurricane. Recently, the court granted Thornton Township an extension to respond to the lawsuit, pushing the deadline to October 31st. But make no mistake, this is no victory for Henyard. It's merely a delay in what seems to be an inevitable downfall. The township didn't even have a lawyer present in court, a glaring sign of incompetence for a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. It's almost as if they're waving a white flag, unable or unwilling to mount a serious defense. Henyard, of course, is on the defensive. She has publicly stated, "I am Thornton Township, I'm the head, so with that being said, I will be represented." She's framing herself as a victim, claiming that the attacks against her are politically motivated. However, this narrative isn't resonating with the public. People are tired of the excuses. Even her once loyal allies are beginning to distance themselves, sensing that Henyard's ship is sinking fast. This isn't the first time Henyard has found herself under scrutiny. She has been embroiled in scandal after scandal, from accusations of excessive spending to misuse of taxpayer funds. Her leadership style seems to be characterized by a disregard for accountability. One notable example is her infamous spat with her own attorney, caught on camera. It wasn't a minor disagreement, it was a public spectacle that made her appear erratic and unhinged. If she's willing to act like that in public, it raises serious concerns about what goes on behind closed doors. Adding to the chaos is her hand-picked team, including Keith Price, who has been implicated in the lawsuit for creating an abusive work environment. Jones's allegations depict Price as a manager who was not only unprofessional, but terrorized the people working under him. Henyard's tendency to surround herself with such individuals is telling of her leadership approach, further amplifying the dysfunction within the township. The $3 million lawsuit is not an isolated incident, but part of a much larger pattern of behavior. Henyard's administration has been marked by one scandal after another, with questionable financial decisions and frequent clashes with the Dolton Village Board. For instance, she's been accused of reckless spending, throwing extravagant events with taxpayer money. Residents are fed up, attending public meetings in droves to demand her resignation. One resident went so far as to declare, "I'm not going to stop until she's behind bars." The frustration among the community is palpable, as people feel betrayed by a leader who is supposed to serve their interests. Yet, instead of taking responsibility for her actions, Henyard is doubling down. She refuses to admit any wrongdoing or step aside. In an act of defiance, she has even held her own meetings when the Dolton Village Board postponed theirs, pushing forward her agenda without a quorum. It's as if she's operating in her own bubble, disconnected from the political reality crumbling around her. Henyard's downfall is more than just one lawsuit or scandal. It's a pattern of arrogance, mismanagement, and disregard for ethical governance. From mishandling township funds to allowing individuals like Keith Price to act with impunity, her leadership is in complete disarray. This isn't just about a series of bad decisions, it's about a political career that has run off the rails. Meanwhile, residents are becoming increasingly vocal. Many believe it's time for a change in leadership, stating that Dolton and Thornton Township deserve better. Calls for her resignation are growing louder, with some even anticipating her arrest. One resident put it bluntly, "I can't wait for her arrest. Dolton needs better." The sentiment is echoed by a growing number of people who are fed up with the scandals and want to see accountability. Henyard's refusal to step down isn't just about clinging to power, it's about protecting herself. Once she's out of office, she loses the protective shield that her position provides, making her more vulnerable to legal consequences. This explains her relentless fight to stay in control, even as everything around her collapses. The media has played a significant role in exposing Henyard's missteps. From WGN to local outlets, the coverage has been relentless, revealing a leader who has lost her grip on power. The court of public opinion has already passed judgment, and Henyard is on the losing end. Every new revelation only adds fuel to the fire, further eroding any remaining support she might have. As we watch this drama unfold, it becomes clear that Henyard's political career is on life support. The $3 million lawsuit is just the beginning.